Hey guys, and welcome to my ultimate movement guide for Titanfall 2. This is the first commentary slash guide type video on my channel, so leave a comment about what you think. Movement in Titanfall 2 is the most important feature in the game to help you get kills and most importantly have fun. Flying around the map at Mach 7 is why so many people enjoy this game. So starting from the basics. So as you probably already know, sliding and jumping off walls is the fastest way to gain speed in Titanfall 2. The best way to gain speed is to jump off a wall as soon as you land on it. If you're having trouble getting the timing right, as soon as you hit the wall and your arm attaches to the wall, like your hand, you can see it there, and there, and there. That's how you know when to jump off. You can also use the B3 Wingman, which is the gun you should use when you're trying to practice your movement, because every single time you make a movement, the crosshair in the center will move and tell you if you're doing, like, when to do something. So when you jump on the wall, you can see it gets smaller just a little bit. And that's when you jump off. So like now, like see. So once you've got that down, another helpful tip to learn is the fact that you can actually jump further away. So you think you have to jump off this box right at the end, right? But no, you can jump off like to the side of the box a bit more. So you don't even fall off the box until even after it too. So you jump off right at the end. This is how far you go. But if you jump off a little bit after it ends, you can make it even further. This will also give you more speed. If you're new to the game or you've been playing for years, everyone knows about the slide hop or bunny hop. It's used to keep your speed and momentum while being able to change directions and traverse across the map. If you don't know how to do this or you're still struggling to learn, here's a few tips. So for new players that don't know how to do this at all, when your gun is tilted to the side, it means you're going to slide if you have any momentum while you're moving forwards. So the way you do it is, before you hit the ground, your gun should be sliding midair like that, which means you're doing it right. So as soon as you hit the ground, you jump and crouch, jump, crouch, jump, crouch, jump, crouch, jump, crouch, jump, crouch, jump, crouch. So as you hit the ground, you jump and crouch. The crouch is right after the jump. So to practice this for new players, you should just try doing it in a straight line, nothing too hard. Just jump and crouch midair. Just try that. Once you get that down, you can start doing your first jump. So just go jump crouch. Just try it once. Sprint, jump crouch. Remember to crouch midair as you jump. So on your first jump, crouch. So when you hit the ground, you're crouching, not standing up. The next tip for the bunny hop is to use the B3 Wingman when you're practicing, because again it changes with your movement, the crosshair. So every time you slide, it goes into a little circle like that, which makes it very easy to time your jumps if you can't get it right. See? As soon as it moves into the middle, jump crouch, jump crouch, jump, 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 jump. See? So that's also another helpful tip to being able to bunny hop easier. I have my crouch on toggle, meaning that I have to press it every time. So I have to jump and crouch, jump, crouch, jump, crouch, jump, crouch. Because if I just jump, it stops me. Jump. See, it stops me. But if you put it on hold, all you have to do is hold it down as you hit spacebar when you hit the ground. Meaning it might be a lot easier for a lot of people doing it that way. I personally just like toggle. I do jump crouch at the same time. You can just put it on hold and hold down control and just keep jumping. And all you have to do is hit the jump key as soon as the wingman goes to the middle. It might make it a lot easier. So the next part of bunny hopping is air strafing. And that's how I'm changing directions while bunny hopping. It's actually very easy, especially if all you're doing is hitting spacebar for people that use hold. All you do is you hold A or D. That's literally it. Don't hold W while you're going, because it just slows you down. It just doesn't help. Just don't do it. Another thing while you're air strafing is to use your mouse to go in the same direction as the keys you're pressing. But don't go too fast, otherwise you'll just spin out and it won't work. Stacks is probably the best map to practice all of your movement, just because of how 90-degree angle everything is, and there's nothing getting in the way like debris or anything like that can just hit you and stop your movement. This is probably the best map. It's got the walls side by side like this, so you can practice your wall jumps, and these boxes that you can practice your jumping off, like your timing when you come off the end of them. Crash site is probably one of the worst maps for getting stuck on things with all this debris everywhere. All these little ledges and things that you can get caught on really stop you from using the movement. Like watch, like just anything can really mess you up. Like, oh, there's a box in the way. Oh, there's rocks. Oh, there's a ledge. There's just so many things on this map that just stop you from moving. That's why most people don't like this map. Oh, there's another ledge. Like, you just can't get up anything. Like, there's a big hose here. Actually, it's actually not real. You can go through this, guys. So what to look for to avoid when using the movement in this game is ledges. You do not want to get stuck mantling like that. Don't want to get mantling or vaulting anything. You will die. Probably 90% of the time when you get a mantle by accident, you'll just die, because you get fully stopped for like 2 or 3 seconds, and the time to kill in this game is so low. So looking at this area right here, if I was going to try and get down there to their spawn, I would not go this way, as this ledges here, ledges. You want to look for flat surfaces like that they put around the map, just to make it easier. Like this flat surface here, you want to use them to wall run and jump off to get the clean speed across the map. You don't want to get hit by anything. So when you're trying to use the movement in this game, just try and look for walls. Like look for flat surfaces like there, here, this box right here. Don't try and walk through like this, or even going and jumping over that. Just use these flat surfaces and jump off at the end. This flat surface right here, jump off like that. Never just walk across the ground, because it's just the freest kill for good players. Like, use that like that. Glitch is probably the best map in the game for practicing movement, other than Stacks, or just the best map in the game in general. Just because of its big walls like this that are very smooth, and you can wall run around the entire thing like that, while most walls you're gonna have to use tap strafing to actually get around. Which brings me to my next point of tap strafing. Tap strafing is when you change direction mid-air without losing any speed. This is what it looks like trying to turn without using tap strafe. And this is what it looks like when you tap strafe. So as you can see, I made it from there without tap strafing all the way to over there. You can turn a lot faster and a lot easier by using tap strafe. So the way you do it is you use your double jump to change directions. So you have to have a double jump, otherwise it won't work. As soon as you double jump, you want to spam W. Just spam your W key as fast as you can, really. I mean, it's got to be pretty fast. And turn your mouse in the direction you want to go. Pretty much the same way you turn it when you're air strafing. And you just want to tap W. And that will pretty much just change your direction mid-air. And you can also hold the A key or whatever direction you're using. Bunny hopping up a slope is harder than just going along the normal floor, because you need to press your buttons way faster. So take these stairs for example. To get up them, you have to spam your jump and crouch keys twice as fast pretty much, because you're going up and hitting the floor twice as fast. Dodging Kraber shots is a very important skill in this game, because like a lot of people use Kraber now, and just not moving in a straight line is pretty much the best thing to do. So say this tree was an enemy player, instead of jumping backwards and shooting them like this, it's just gonna make the shot very easy for them. So you need to slide to the side and do side movements. You don't want to go in a straight line like I see a lot of people doing, especially when they're new, is they just go forwards and backwards like this, and it's just a free line up and shoot for the Kraber player. Tap strafing against Kraber players is probably the most useful thing that you can do. As soon as they line up the shot, you just change direction completely, 90 degrees, and they just completely miss. So to use Stim to its fullest effect, you need to use a wall and jump off of it. You can't just run around with Stim on the ground because it just doesn't really get you the biggest speed boost. You can get to the other side of the map in seconds if you just use the technique of jumping off of the wall after you finish the wall. So again, just with the boxes, just like the boxes on stacks, you can jump off the wall here rather than on the wall, and you'll get a much further boost. So whenever you have Stim available, instead of using it like this, just straight away get up on a wall and jump off it, and it will make you so much faster. A lot of players like using Grapple Hook as their tactical ability instead of Stim. I personally like Stim more as it gives you a health regen and you can use it in more situations. But most people don't know how to grapple hook properly as they're just new to the game. I'm not the best at grapple slingshotting as I don't use it very much. Pretty much how you do it, whatever you grapple onto, you look down and away. So if I was to grapple this side, I'd look down and that side. If I was to grapple from this side, I'd look down and to the left. Down to the right, down to the left. And then what you want to do is just hold D and W, whatever direction you're going. So if I was going this way, it's A and W. This way, W and D. And when you get to about the point where the grapple hook's about to break, and as you go up, you want to follow your mouse through like this. So you go from looking down and you come up and you look the direction you're going. And as soon as you get to about there on the wall, maybe like before your grapple hook starts to break, you want to hold the opposite direction that you were just doing. So if you're doing W and D, when you get to the top, you want to go W and A. And then just before the grapple hook breaks or snaps, you want to hit spacebar and use your double jump, let go of W, and then start air strafing. So I used my jump like way too late there, and that's why I didn't even go that fast. You can use it early as well. It still gives you a bit of speed. It's better to use it earlier than later, but if you time it properly, it gives you way more speed. So getting this down is not that hard after a couple of tries. You should be able to do it. Also, as you grapple hook, you want to jump. I did forget to say that. So jump right there and double jump at the top. Jump, AW, double jump. If there was a flag there, I'd cap that. Come back this side. Double jump at the top when the grapple snaps, and then bam, capture the flag just like that. So if you're using the Kraber, you can actually use the dot on the Kraber to actually aim where you're going to grapple hook. Just a little tip. When you eject from your Titan, you can use Stim and air strafing to just go really fast. Instead of just going straight up, I made it pretty much across the map, and I'll show you how to do that. Using this technique means that people won't just be able to goose you as soon as you fly up in the sky like you probably keep dying to. As soon as you eject, you want to spam your middle click button. As soon as you're pulling the lever to eject, you want to spam your middle click and hold one of the directions that you want to go. So say I want to go to my spawn pretty much, or back over to the left there. What you want to do is you want to hold A and W. at the same time while looking down and to the left. It's kind of the same thing as the grapple hook mechanic. So here we go. Spam Stim and hold W and A and look down to the left. Also, crouching as soon as you get out of the Titan is also kind of needed to get speed, because so you stim and crouch at the same time while holding A and W and looking down to the left. So hopefully you learned something today in this video. There's been a lot of new players recently playing this game, and I thought I'd make my own movement guide, seeing as all the other ones are kind of outdated and just aren't that good. So let me know what you think about this one in the comments, and I think I'm going to be making more videos like this, more gameplay videos instead of just montages. So yeah, leave a like and subscribe.